All right, guys, welcome back to Nerdy Gaming with a Rad Beaver. And today we have a little bit of a problem presented to us. A customer has brought PS4 to studio to be worked on, saying that the fan does not work, and surely it does not. So this is his fan, and as you can see, he ripped the connector right off of the fan. So there's two ways to fix this. You can either A, replace it with another fan and pull the switch out, or B, you can try to solder this back in the way that it was originally wired into the connector and let it do its thing and go. I think we're going to try to replace it with a donor PS4 today. So I think that's what we're going to do is we're going to open this up and try to get it replaced. Bear with me. We'll be back shortly. All right, guys, welcome back to Nerdy Gaming with a Rabbit Beaver. And after some much needed surgery from this PS4, we got the fan out, got it replaced in the new one, and I've got it downloading some games right now. I did run into another problem that I'm going to have to fix on this. I noticed that the eject button, the contact is not meeting where the eject button hits on it. So I'm going to have to open it back up here shortly and fix that eject button and get it running good. But it will eject a disc. If you put a disc inside of it, it will reject it from your controller by using the controller on it and telling it to eject it under the options menu. So that's good. But as I told you, we've got it running here and we've got it downloaded, and it's been downloading for quite a while, about 30 minutes. And normally this thing was on fire hot too, because of where the fan had been broken inside of it. It just would not roll very well, and it wasn't moving very good. While we were inside, I did a deep clean on it. I took and cleaned everything, dusted everything out, sprayed it out, and put some new thermo paste on it as well. It's still hot, but it's not nowhere near as hot as it was before. So I'm extremely happy with the way this turned out. Like I said, I'll just have to get inside and fix the contact on this one. And I can kind of show you in this other case here. Let's flip back over to the big screen here once I get this in my hand. All right. So your contact for your eject button is right here, and it's got to stick out a little bit. And then there's another contact point that goes around the side that measures your pressure that you're putting on to it. So if either one of these contacts are out of place or bent or moved, it will not eject. So that's what we're going to go through next. You'll have to take the 3 screws out on the back of the bottom of the console in order to do it, and then pull what's the 2 major pieces off, and then just check and make sure that you have this not bent or touching anything, or that it's not destroyed in any way. But both of these contacts have to be met there. So that's what we're going to be doing here in just a little bit. As soon as this is done downloading, it says it's got about 50 minutes to download. It's actually got a little bit longer than that because it's going to download the online section to it to this eGate. But once that's downloaded and everything, and we got everything running, and we'll get it to play a few games to see how well it's doing. But it's been running for roughly about an hour and 15 minutes, and it is not burning up at all. Now, like I said, I did put new thermo paste on it. I want to give a shout out to Corsair for their thermo paste. The TM30 is what we use today, putting on there. And I'm not going to lie to you, that heat sink is huge on this. Even though the GPU chip and CPU chip that is used on the inside is not very big, that heat sink that's on the inside of these old fat ones. And I can actually show you if I can pull it apart here, if it'll allow me to pull it out. But the heat sink that is right here, it starts right here and goes all the way across, and it's at least 2.5 inches wide, and it covers where that fan is. But that heat sink there is huge, and it needs thermo paste on it as well. Not just enough to put it on the CPU and GPU chip. You need to put a little bit on that heat sink so that it can keep it a little bit cooler as this console runs. And as these get older, they burn up a little bit more. The fans don't move as fast. You got to keep them clean, do some maintenance on them, open them up and keep them clean. But shoot, I think that's going to cover it for today. I think we've done a good job. Thank you guys for coming in and being here. I will post some video of it in the future of how you open these up, how you get inside, how you make sure to clean these out, all that good stuff. Just stick around with us, and you can like and subscribe to any of our videos right down there as you see the Rabid Beaver, the Nerdy Gaming Rabid Beaver 132, and Joseph D. Hughes on Facebook. You can also catch us on Rumble at a Rabid Beaver. You can catch us on twitch.tv/a Rabid Beaver, or wherever you find this at. Thank you guys so much. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.